Hey guys, welcome back to Ryan Makes Sense, where we talk about personal finance, investing, and chart analysis. As of late, it's been a lot of chart analysis. We're going to take a look at ticker symbol SMCI, Super Microcomputer Inc. As you can see, the stock has been on a very sustainable, really long-term, stable, not volatile projection. Just kidding, obviously. This is not sustainable. So what I want you to get out of this video, number one, does this stock deserve to be at $1,000? Are institutions buying or selling or freaking pumping this thing to the moon? Are insiders getting in on the action? And also we're going to look at the financial data points to see, can we wait for this to come back down, or is this cheap? So without further ado, let's just jump on in. Okay, the RSI on the monthly is at a 92. Obviously, this is very overbought. If you're watching my video, I'm on the sidelines. Oh, this is insane. Look at this. Money flow is very high. I think that's one of the reasons why it keeps going up. Look at the money flow. Relative momentum, this is great. This is insane. Again, I just don't think this is sustainable in the long term, but if money keeps flowing into it, it's going to continue. So we look at this, we want to see this up and to the right, little curve. We want to see this too. This is amazing. This is relatively flat. 2019, there was 49 million shares, almost 50 million shares in the supply. Now in 2023, there's 52, almost 53 million shares supply. So over that 3 to 4 year period, they've only added about 3 million shares. So not dilution, but they're just adding a little bit more to the supply. I think they could add quite a bit more at this point. So what we're going to do is we're going to run my calculation to see what the stock price should be. This calculation is from when I used to work at a micro cap company. Financial regulators came in. They priced the stock at $1 per share for every $100 million made. I do factor in a market cap. If it is over 1 billion, super micro cap has 61 billion. And then I look at the cash and debt. So without further ado, let's stop talking. Let's just go ahead and jump right in. They have 61 billion, 10 million market cap. That's insane. Plus they have 732,380,000 in market cap. 732, yep. And they do 9 billion, 250 million in sales. Good for them. Okay. Looking at their revenue cost of goods. So this is interesting. They pay $7.7 billion to make $9.2 billion. That gross margin is not that high. That's not that high. That's a 16% gross margin, which is, when you compare it to like NVIDIA, Microsoft, Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA, Salesforce, a lot of other companies, it's quite a bit higher. Okay, we're going to add the cash, which 440 million in cash, which is actually the most they've ever had. This is back from 2023. I want to look at quarterly. So they have 725 million as of last quarter. So plus 725 million, 660,000. Total debt being the billions. Long-term debt. Let's look at Reuters. Okay, total debt of 3 minus 375 million, 630,000. Still barely does anything to the stock price or to the calculation. Total assets is 5.4 billion. Total liabilities 2.3 billion. Assets dwarf liabilities at least 2 to 1. That means for every liability in dollars they have twice the assets, which is good. Okay, so now we're going to take this ridiculous number. Gosh, this is going to be insane. Divided by 47,520,000. This is saying a stock price of $1,501 at these levels. I don't know if it's got there yet. No, It's gotten as high as 11.55. So not too far off the beaten path here. Not too far off the beaten path. So about $410 would be the target as of today. However, we have to keep in mind, if hedge funds or institutions take millions or billions off the table, that is, or adds it, it's going to greatly affect the stock. So let's go ahead and see what institutions are doing. So FinViz shows that institutions own 71.29%. That is old data because FinViz does not update as often as this website. This website I'm going to show you updates to the day. So institutions own 79.6%, which is about 8.31%. This could be the start of another climb right here. Let me see if I can just click it. You can see right here, it is starting to break the older highs from June of last year. So interesting. If it breaks all-time high, that's what I'm interested in. Let's see what the institutions have been doing. Supermicro Computer, it looks like they are the top holder, which is awesome. You want to see a company invest in themselves. Great. Vanguard trimmed some shares. BlackRock added. Empirine Capital decreased shares. Goldman Sachs has a call put position, but they also own some shares. They trimmed their share position. I'm not seeing any red positions, like people not, I don't see anyone getting out of their position yet. I see people decreasing their position, like right here. T. Rowe Price decreased. Securian funds decreased, but I'm not seeing that anyone sold out of their position. Okay, Barclays, that was a call though. That wasn't. Okay, this one, Akudo Quantitative Strategies, they sold out of their position on Valentine's Day. So I'm sure they cashed out, went home and bought their Valentine's dates some chocolate. That's what happened. A lot more people sold on Valentine's Day. Look at this. You know what? If you have someone who works in the industry and they sold SMCI on Valentine's Day and your Valentine's Day sucked, tell them you want a refund. Tell them you want some more love. A lot of selling on Valentine's Day. However, I think we can both. Yeah, I mean, it is you. There's a lot more green than red is what I'm seeing. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot more green. So JP Morgan Chase jumped into. No, they trimmed their position. Okay. So very, very interesting. Oregon public employees added to their position. Interesting. Okay, so a lot of positions being added is what I could see there. Also, there were people taking some money off the table. Although I do have a $1,500 price target based off of the calculation, we do just want to understand this stock has gone up immensely, 300-400% in less than 6 months. In a year, it's up well over 10x from the low. $87 as the low, now trading at $1,000. Are you joking me? So yeah, that's where we're at with SMCI. I think it could continue to run. I like 1500, but I would be insane to purchase more and cross my fingers for that. That would be insane. I think there are a lot other better positions you could take that are not that haven't gone as much up as SMCI. So consider that if you do invest. you want to definitely have it take a breather. I think what we're going to want to see is, no, remove. Once the stock comes and touches this line over here, or it falls below it, then I think we can start talking, because it's acted as support once, twice, and it'll come eventually as time goes on, hopefully, maybe. But that's all I got for you guys. If you made it this far, considering subscribe, considering the like, leave me a comment. Tell me if you think it's going to go to 1,500. Have a great day.